Hello and welcome to the 9 p.m. news on Voice of the People TV. I am Jerry Apeloi.
And I am Vivian Uguche.
Before we begin the news, kindly visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trendy news. And now the headlines. Appropriation Bill scales a second reading, Reps Senate.
Reps move to delete NECO UI 21 MDAs from 2025 budget.
President Tinubu mourns Ibadan Funfair tragedy victims orders investigation.
And the AGF folds Assembly's suspension of LGA's chair and vice chair.
Bank robberies gone in Lagos, says IGP.
And in business, NERC transfers regulatory oversight of Lagos electricity market to state government.
In sport, Dele Bashiru on halt in car crash.
And in the world of entertainment, Tems' debut album ranked number 2 on Billboard's Best R&B Albums of 2024.
Now the news in detail. The Senate today passed the 2025 appropriation bill of 49.7 trillion naira for its second reading, following its presentation by President Bola Tinubu before a joint session of the National Assembly on Wednesday. The passage of the budget came as the Senate adjourned its plenary session until January 14, 2025 to allow lawmakers to partake in the Christmas and New Year festivities. During the plenary session, the Senate considered and debated the objectives and general principles of the fiscal document. Similarly, the House of Representatives today also passed for second reading the 2025 appropriation bill. Members took turn to commend the President for the budget, describing it as ambitious, while some warned that the parameters for the budget were not realistic, calling for proper implementation and monitoring. Leading the debate on the bill, House Leader Julius Iyonvere said President Tinubu admitted during the budget presentation that Nigerians were going through rough times, but added that for once, Nigerians are seeing a government that is ready to refocus the Nigerian economy. Iyonvere applauded the determination of the government to reduce inflation to 15% in 2015, saying the target was realizable if all Nigerians contribute their quota, pointing out the president has demonstrated serious courage and leadership in moving the nation forward. On his part, former Deputy Speaker of the House, Ahmed Idris Wase, wants proper implementation and monitoring of the security budget, adding that doing so can put an end to the security challenges in the country. But Jeremiah Umoru questioned the criteria used in allocating money to the Southwest Development Commission, whose board has not been constituted, while the North Central and South-South Development Commission, whose establishment bills are currently with the President, are left out. In his remark, Minority Leader of the House, Kingsley Chinde, said the budget was overly over-ambitious in spite of the President's optimism about the budget, adding that if well implemented, the budget portends something good for Nigerians.
Meanwhile, following the call by the People's Democratic Party and the National Assembly to reject the proposed 2025 budget by President Bola Tinubu and seek its revision, Dele Fanimo and Barrister Darlington Agwomo, VOP's in-house analysts, have expressed reservations as to the workability of the budget. Fanimo said that current economic projections and the naira-dollar exchange rate in the country do not suggest that the proposed 2025 budget will be implementable. While speaking on VOP's Political Voice earlier today, Fanimo observed that the budget was predicated on an oil benchmark of $75 per barrel, whereas oil currently sells at $50 per barrel in the international market, adding that the price of crude oil globally is usually determined by volatility in the international market. On his part, Barrister Agwomo said the National Assembly ought to be cautious in its consideration of the budget before approving. He suggested the need to interrogate the performance of the 2024 budget before approving the new one, just as there is a need to access its allocations to critical sectors of the economy for efficiency.
This report says that the House of Representatives has recommended the delisting of the National Examinations Council, University of Ibadan, and the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment from the 2025 budget. Others affected are 21 ministries, departments, and agencies for their alleged repeated failure to account for previous budgetary allocations and internally generated revenue. The resolution was reached during an extraordinary sitting of the House of Representatives Public Accounts Committee in Abuja. The decision, according to the chairman of the committee, Bamdele Salam, followed the persistent non-compliance of the MDAs with the committee's summons aimed at scrutinizing the financial operations. Salam said that the delisting recommendation was sequel to multiple invitations sent to the agencies over the past several months, adding that the agencies failed to attend the scheduled hearings and provide the necessary documentation requested by the committee.
And away from the House of Representatives, President Bola Tinubu has expressed sadness over the tragic incident at a children's fun fair in Ibadan, Oyo State, which claimed innocent lives and left many others injured. President Tinubu extended his condolences to the government and people of Oyo State, and most importantly to the grieving families who had lost their children in the unfortunate event. The special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, disclosed in a statement that President Tinubu had ordered a thorough investigation into the circumstances leading to the incident. The President said it is important to determine whether negligence or deliberate actions were involved, stressing the importance of holding those responsible accountable should any form of negligence be uncovered. President Tinubu also urged event organizers nationwide to prioritize the safety of attendees, particularly children, at all times.
Meanwhile, the police have confirmed that 35 children lost their lives in the incident, while 6 others were critically injured. The Oyo State Police Commander, in a statement through the spokesman Adewale Osifeso, disclosed that the organizers of the event, including the main sponsor Naomi Silekunola and the estranged wife of the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeniton Ogunwusi, and her media partner Gidigo FM, the principal of the school, and 5 others have been arrested in connection with the tragedy. The police stated that the event was organized without prior permission or safety measures in place, adding that they have commenced an investigation into the incident and have promised to bring those responsible to justice. In the meantime, the Olubadan of Ibadan, Owolabi Olakulehin, has expressed sorrow and called for accountability and improved safety measures. POP-TV's Oyindamola Lukutin has the rest of the report.
Children's Funfair in Ibadan, Oyo State, has claimed the life of at least 32 children, with many others injured. The tragic incident occurred at Islamic High School, Basoro, on Wednesday, during an event reportedly organized by Prophetess Naomi Shikemi, former wife of the Oni of Ife, and Ibadan-based broadcaster Oriyomi Amzat. Witness reported that the stampede broke out as an overcrowded audience of over 7,500 participants rushed the venue, far exceeding the planned capacity of 5,000. Reacting to the tragedy, the Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Owolabi Olakulehin, and the Olubadan in council expressed profound sorrow over the loss of young lives. In a statement by his chief press secretary, Olugbemiga Ayoade, the Olubadan extended condolences to grieving families and called for a thorough investigation into the incident. He urged the state government to hold organizers accountable and implement safety protocols for future events to prevent a reoccurrence. Meanwhile, the Oyo State Police Command has confirmed the launch of an investigation into the incident, with updates expected in due courses. Eyewitnesses' accounts painted a chaotic scene at the event. A video captured the commotion, showing children being rushed out of the venue and parents lamenting loss of their loved ones. Agidigbo FM, owned by Oriyomi Amzat, has distanced itself from the organization of the funfair, stating it was merely a media partner. The radio station revealed it had issued public warnings about overcrowding hours before the tragedy. Survivors and victims were rushed to several hospitals in the city, with some facilities confirming multiple deaths on arrival. The tragedy has drawn widespread call for accountability and enhanced crowd control measures in future public events. As Voice of the People TV, we're on the street to bring you the opinion of citizens regarding the situation.
Now, if some child injured, some are hospitalized, I don't think there's a problem there. Accidents are bound to happen. And children must act like children. Yes, children must act as children. We don't pray. Nobody prays his own dies or his own injured or hospitalized. I'm a teacher, so I know when children are playing, accidents do happen. For those that died, I pray for the parents. God give them the gratitude to bear. For those that are injured, I pray they survive it. Yes, we know economy is bad, but let me tell you that when the economy was good, by this time, children are already in the park, going to eateries, eating because there's enough cash. It's not only because the economy is bad. We are talking about festivity time here. This is a time where families go out. You go out with your family to enjoy, to celebrate. So going out now, not because the economy is bad, it's because of the festivity. Then event that happen just want to happen. Let's just take it like that. It's like, yes, it's an incident that we don't pray for, but it just happens. Any parent that find his child dead should please bear the loss. Don't feel that somebody intentionally there want to.
The organization should have done better. That's in terms of making the security more tight, like organizing the children very well so as not to make some die and some injured. The organization should have done better in terms of arranging the events very well.
This tragedy has left Ibadan in deep sorrow, with families mourning their losses and citizens calling for better safety measures. The Olubadan has urged the government to ensure accountability and prevent future reoccurrence. At Voice of the People TV, we'll keep bringing you updates and voices of those affected. Thank you for watching. Oyindamola Olukoso, reporting for Voice of the People TV.
Rather unfortunate situation. Well, let's take you to something else now. Away from that report, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, has faulted the purported suspension of local government chairman and vice chairman in Edo State by the State House of Assembly. Fagbemi said, although the facts of the case were still unclear, it is unlawful for a state's House of Assembly to suspend duly elected local government leaders. The AGF said the only organ with such power is the legislature at the local government level. Recall that the Edo House of Assembly had on Tuesday passed a resolution suspending the chairman and vice chairman of the state's 18 local government areas for 2 months, directing the leaders of the LGA's legislative arms to take over the leadership of their respective councils. The Edo State lawmakers reportedly acted pursuant to a complaint by the state governor, Sunday Opebolo, who accused the council leaders of insubordination for allegedly failing to comply with his directive to submit their council's financial records to him.
You're still watching the 9 p.m. news on Voice of the People TV. More news after this break.
The gift of love.
The gift of joy.
The gift of laughter.
The gift of happiness.
The gift of peace. May all these and more be yours this Yuletide season. Season's greetings from the management and staff of Voice of the People Television.
Welcome back. The Federal High Court sitting in Lagos has ordered the final forfeiture of a warehouse built on a landed property measuring 1,925 hectares of land along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in Magboro or Bafemi Owode local government area of Ogun State. The court also ordered the permanent forfeiture of 54 general purpose steel containers. Justice Deinde Dikweolu made the order for the final forfeiture to the federal government of Nigeria after the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission moved an application for the forfeiture of the assets since no person or organization came forward to claim them. On November 28, the judge had ordered the interim forfeiture of the assets while directing the EFCC to publish the order in the national newspaper for any interested person to appear before the court or show cause why it should not be finally forfeited. But at the resumed hearing today, the EFCC's counsel, Rotimi Oyedepo, told the court that the commission had complied with the court's directive. After listening to the anti-graft agency's lawyer and reading through all the processes filed before the court, the authorities cited Justice Dikweolu granted the relief sought and ordered the final forfeiture of all the assets.
Away from judicial matters now, the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, says security agencies have achieved an 80% success rate in combating kidnapping over the past 2 years. Ribadu made this revelation during the inauguration of the multi-agency anti-kidnap fusion cell established in collaboration with the United Kingdom's National Crime Agency in Abuja. His comments came despite a report by the National Bureau of Statistics indicating that Nigerians paid over 2.2 trillion naira in ransom in 2024. The report also revealed that 2.2 million Nigerians were kidnapped, while 614,937 were killed in the same year. Ribadu acknowledged that kidnapping remains one of the most pressing security challenges in Nigeria and globally, describing the launch of the multi-agency anti-kidnap fusion cell as a major milestone in the nation's fight against kidnapping.
Still talking security, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has said that the days of armed robbery and bank robbery in Lagos State are long gone. Speaking at the Lagos State Security Trust Fund 18th Annual Town Hall Meeting on Security, Egbetokun noted that only one bank robbery succeeded in the state since 2007. He said that Lagos State, being the economic hub of Nigerians, has suffered and continues to suffer internal migration as thousands of people flock into the state every day, which, according to him, has implications for security in the state, stating that this makes it imperative for the police and the state to continue to adapt and strengthen security strategies to meet the challenges. On his part, the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, says his administration is scaling up use of technology and data to improve security as well as monitoring of traffic in the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu added that drone technology will be deployed to monitor waterways and densely populated areas.
Well, you're still watching the 9 p.m. news on Voice of the People TV. Stay with us for more stories after this short break.
Scintillating Christmas celebration and a prosperous New Year 2025.
From all of us, we just want to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2025.
This is to wish you Merry Christmas. Una do well for standing by us all this time. In a significant development, here is a more prosperous New Year, filled with happiness and
with
love.
a wish and a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you for always watching our Ubonge station.
Aku ọdún Kérésìmesì, akin fún ọdún, a yóò máa ṣọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdún láyé.
Hi, I am Chukwuma Okoro. This is wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Anyị na-ekele unu n'ihi na unu soro anyị bido mgbe this year bido till now.
Season greetings from all of us at Voice of the People TV.
Season's greetings from all of us at VOP TV.
The Utah is a season of love, a season of hope, a season of blessings. May the divine light of Christmas shine in your life this season. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from all of us at Voice of the People Television. Thank you for sticking with us.
Welcome back. More stories now. The national chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC, Umar Ganduje, has charged Oyo State chapter of the party and Southwest stakeholders in general on the need for unity to deliver President Bola Tinubu in the 2027 presidential election. Ganduje gave the charge when he received a delegation of the state party stakeholders led by the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, at the party's national secretariat in Abuja. The former governor of Kano State said APC taking over Oyo State and other southwest states is part of the party's blueprint to achieve homogeneity ahead of the 2027 general election. He added that what should be the consensus of every patriotic member of the party should be to ensure the zone consolidates its hold on the presidency.
Moving on, the National Hajj Commission has announced plans to abolish the use of the dollar for Hajj-related payments, a move aimed at reducing the skyrocketing cost of Hajj fares. This was disclosed by the Commission's chairman, Professor Abdullahi Saleh Usman, during a courtesy visit to the Emir of Argungu at his palace in Kebbi State. The chairman explained that paying for essential Hajj activities such as flights in dollars has significantly contributed to the cost of Hajj, making it unaffordable for many Nigerians. Saleh commended the federal government for its support, particularly the Hajj subsidy, but expressed concern over the late payment of Hajj fares, which have led to Nigerian failing to fill its allocated quota of pilgrims.
Coming up next, business, sports, entertainment news. After this short break, stay with us.
Welcome back. And now to business. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission has issued an order transferring regulatory oversight of the electricity market in Lagos from the Commission to the Lagos State Electricity Regulatory Commission. NERC, in a statement today, said the transfer is in compliance with the amended Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Electricity Act 2023 as amended, which allows states to regulate their electricity markets. The electricity regulatory body also disclosed that Lagos complied with the conditions set out in the laws, formally notified it, and requested the transfer, which is expected to be completed by June 4, 2025.
And still talking business, Nigerian Exchange Group, in collaboration with the Securities and Exchange Commission, Nigeria has taken a significant step toward enhancing global partnerships within the Nigerian capital market. This was achieved through high-level engagements with the National Stock Exchange of India and key players in India's financial ecosystem. The two-day visit brought together the leadership of the SEC, NGX Group, and NSC to explore shared opportunities and strategies for driving innovation, market expansion, and sustainable growth. Speaking, Chairman of the NGX Group, Umaru Kweiranga, lauded India's achievements as a global economic powerhouse, drawing parallels between the two nations. Also speaking, Director General of SEC, Imotomi Agama, emphasized the regulatory benefits of the visit, noting that collaborations like these allowed the Commission to adopt global best practices in regulating and developing the markets.
In our sport, on-loan Lazio attacking midfielder Fisayo Dele Bashir escaped unharmed after being involved in a car accident near the small town of Bresciano, Italy. The Nigerian international sustained no injuries following the incident, with his Lamborghini, and Eagles teammate Tijani Noslin arrived on the scene to take him home after being notified of the crash. The Syria club kept news of the occurrence on the wraps, and Dele Bashir was deemed fit to be included in the matchday squad for the clash with Inter Milan at the Stadio Olimpico on Monday night. The 23-year-old player, who joined Marco Baroni's side on a season-long loan from Hatayspor in July, came on for Pedro in the 57 minutes with the host trailing 4-0, and they conceded another 2 goals in the final 13 minutes. Dele Bashir had impressed in the Europa League last Thursday as he scored on a 3-1 win over Ajax to register his second goal in the competition from 4 appearances.
And now, Lille President Olivier Letang has revealed that the club earned €7 million from Victor Osimhen's move to Napoli. Osimhen linked up with Lille in a well-celebrated move in 2020. 4 Napoli players moved to Lille as part of the deal. The 4 players never featured for Lille, which has raised questions about the true nature or true value of the transfer. The revelation comes amid investigations by authorities in Italy and France into the transfer, although Napoli have been cleared of any wrongdoing.
And in the world of entertainment, Nigerian singing sensation Tems continues to hit new career milestones in the United States, where her debut album, Born Into the Wild, is ranked among Billboard's best R&B albums of 2024. Tems has been one of the most successful African artists globally, with her music winning her millions of fans and notable awards since achieving international success. In another impressive feat, her debut album has been ranked number 2 on Billboard's Best R&B Albums of 2025. Tems is the only African artist on the list that also has albums from Chris Brown, Patti Nestor, Money Long, and Bryson Tyler. Speaking on Tems' music, Billboard describes it as one that cannot be captured into the Afrobeat tags, as her songs travel far beyond the African continent.
Well, congratulations to Tems. Now, still in the world of entertainment, Nigerian dancer Lil Smart has filed a petition against Marlin Records manager Naira Marley and singer Zinoleesky over an alleged threat to his life. Recall that on December 9, 2024, Lil Smart raised an alarm over social media, claiming his life was being threatened, while urging the public to hold Naira Marley and Zinoleesky accountable if anything happened to him. He shared disturbing videos and photos showing Zinoleesky and others allegedly chasing him. In response, Zinoleesky denied the allegations, accusing Lil Smart of chasing clout.
And that's it on the 9 p.m. news. Before we go, a quick look at the headlines. We told you earlier that the appropriation bill scares second reading in Reps and Senate.
Also, reps moved to delist NECO, UI, and 21 MDAs from 2025 budget.
President Tinubu mourns Ibadan Funfair tragedy victims, orders investigation.
We also told you that the AGF has faulted the Assembly's suspension of LGA's chair and vice chair.
Bank robberies gone in Lagos, says Inspector General Police.
In business, NARC has transferred regulatory oversight of Lagos electricity market to state government.
In sport, Dele Bashir on hot in car crash.
And in the world of entertainment, Tems' debut album ranked number 2 on Billboard's Best R&B Albums of 2024.
Alright, well, to subscribe to our YouTube channel on YouTube, we have Voice of the People TV, and on all the social media platforms, we have VOP TV Live. I am Jerry Apelai.
And I am Vivian Oguche. Have a very good night.